So, one thing to understand is that students who are not strong in reading, it's very mentally exhausting for them. Let's take a reader who is strong, who is doing everything correctly. That strong reader actually underestimates the amount of skills happening all at once and the amount of cognitive resources or cognitive energy being used to read well. Now, let's take another student who is struggling. Now, that student who is struggling to read has to be doing many things all at once while reading. So, first, they have to decode correctly. They have to correctly identify the letters and sounds that are appearing on the page. Then, once they can decode accurately, they have to do it very fluently with automaticity to the point where decoding just becomes nearly effortless. And that then frees up their brain to worry about the vocabulary, what the words actually mean, and then to the actual reading comprehension. But even with reading comprehension, they have to keep track of what they've read. What did they say in that previous sentence, the previous paragraph, the previous page or chapter? What has been going on in the story so far? And then what is literally happening right now? What is the author saying like, between the lines of here? Basically, what can I infer about what the characters are doing and what will happen into the future of this book? All those things are happening all at once for a reader. And if someone is as a student, if they're lacking in any of those skills, well, that gap in skills compounds over years, which makes everything else struggle. So really, it's just mentally exhausting for them. Like, if they can't decode correctly, they certainly will struggle to know what the words mean and struggle to explain what they just read on the page because they're so focused on just decoding what they see in front of them at first. Often, when we see these struggling readers, we see what looks like frustration, or they're distracted, or they have fatigue, because there is truth to it that if there's any gaps in those skills, well, reading is very mentally exhausting for them now. So they're not avoiding reading because they're lazy. They're avoiding reading because it is overwhelming cognitively for them.